The 2026 Cadillac CT4 emerges from the shadows like a finely tailored tuxedo stepping into a ballroom, sharp, glimmering, impossible to ignore. From the moment its LED headlights awake with a signature C-shaped glow, you sense this is no ordinary compact luxury sedan. Cadillac's engineers have sculpted metal and light to flirt with both elegance and raw power. The front grille, broad and imposing, is framed in burnished chrome or optional satin black, its mesh pattern shifting subtly beneath a gloss topcoat that reflects ambient light in shades of charcoal, silver, or obsidian blue. The hood bears two chiseled ridges, deep enough that sunlight plays in the grooves and shadows almost look like wings spreading on either side. Pushing past the flanks, the body line sweeps in a taut waist, the greenhouse low and purposeful, the rear fenders flared just enough to hint at something explosive lurking beneath. Wider tires, a bold stance, the promise of grip. Under the hood of the base model pulses a twin-scroll 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, allegedly tuned to produce 245 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque, paired with an 8-speed automatic gearbox so smooth it shifts like silk sliding across skin. In the premium luxury and sport trims, there is whispered talk of a 2.7-liter dual-volute turbocharged engine. In this imaginative version of the CT4 it delivers closer to 320 horsepower, with torque numbers that tug at your spine. Rear-wheel drive comes standard, but for those who demand traction in rain, snow, or simply adore having four driven wheels, the all-wheel drive option is said to activate with uncanny seamlessness. Cadillac claims the CT4 can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a hair over 5 seconds in its top configuration, with the Sport or Blackwing-inspired variant slicing corners so sharply it feels as if the car anticipates your mistakes and corrects them before your hands sense the slippage. Inside, the cabin is a cathedral of craftsmanship. Soft leather upholstery, sometimes lambskin smooth, other trims bold with Alcantara-accented panels, coats nearly every visible surface, interrupted only by laser-etched metal inlays or open-pore wood, depending on whether you prefer your opulence classic or modern. The steering wheel is thick-rimmed, heated, with a flat bottom in the sportiest versions, the paddle shifters forged of brushed aluminum, giving tactile feedback as you draw them behind each turn. Infotainment is housed in a sweeping curved display, a 12.3-inch digital driver cluster ahead, capable of displaying full navigation maps, real-time G-force, tire temperature readouts, like being in a cockpit. Center console dominated by a 14-inch portrait touchscreen, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, Google built-in, voice assistant that responds not just to commands but moods, drive mode, track mode, concierge, whatever you whisper. Sound system by a boutique audio house, maybe Bose or something more obscure and exotic, delivering concert hall clarity, with bass that shakes chest panels and trebles that caress details like raindrops on a tin roof. Comfort is not sacrificed for sportiness. Front seats are ventilated, massaging, with endless adjustments, lumbar, thigh extension, bolsters that wrap you in when you want to be held tight through curves, or relax entirely flat when cruising on long roads. Rear seats are surprisingly generous for this segment. Knees have enough room to unfurl, headroom generous under a sleeker roofline because the designers leaned on advanced materials to keep structure strong without thick pillars. Trunk space is said to be around 11 cubic feet, but it feels larger, the shape efficient, the opening generous, with hidden compartments for cables, bottles, or umbrellas, nods to everyday usability. On the road, the 2026 CT4 shakes off its compact sedan classification. Suspension is adaptive, soft and compliant on broken pavement, yet taut and body roll resistant in sport or track settings. Magnetic ride control, or a Cadillac technology equivalent, works in milliseconds, adjusting dampers to keep composure while the road beneath shifts. Steering is direct and communicative. You feel the texture of asphalt, the feedback from the front wheels, yet never discomforted. Brake pedal is sharp when you demand performance. Brembo or Brembo-style calipers gripping large ventilated rotors, bringing the car to a halt with confidence even when carrying speed. Technically laden, the CT4 is packed with driver aids that verge on futuristic. Lane keep assist, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, staples. But higher trims add semi-autonomous highway pilot modes, traffic jam assist, 360-degree surround view cameras with overhead drone-like view, and reverse automatic braking that can sense objects, pets, or children behind you before you see them. Inside, ambient lighting that responds to drive mode, calm cool blue for eco, fiery red for sport, soothing amber for normal, shifting subtly as the car accelerates or brakes. Climate control is dual zone, with optional rear coupons, but boasting UV blocking glass, active noise cancellation, and cabin filtration so keen that even pollen, dust, or city grime seem filtered out before you inhale. Fuel economy in this creative imagining is impressive. The base 2.0-liter rear-wheel drive version claims something like 29 mpg city, 37 mpg highway, blending efficiency with performance. Opt for AWD or the 2.7-liter version and those numbers dip, maybe 22 mpg city, 30 highway, still respectable for what feels like a luxury sports sedan. Maintenance schedules are generous. Oil change intervals long, dealer networks plentiful, at least in the US, warranties comprehensive. Bumper to bumper for 4 years, powertrain for 6, with free scheduled maintenance for 2 years thrown in. In design trims, the CT4 lets you choose personalization down to the stitch of each seat, the color of ambient lighting in tiny LEDs along doors, the finish on metal trim pieces brushed, polished, carbon fiber look wheel designs from simple 17-inch alloys to showy 19 or 20-inch forged wheels with contrasting machines and clear coats that resist chips. Exterior colors run the gamut. Classic shades like Black Raven, Stellar Silver, and Crystal White, but also bold choices, Midnight Garnet, Alpine Blue Pearl, or a pearlescent, Phantom Plum, that shifts hue depending on light. Roof options may include a panoramic moonroof or an optional glass roof with electrochromic shading.